It is understandable that a lot of news related to Bleach is dropping this week. The first piece of news that we are covering comes from none other than Viz Media, who have finally announced that the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc will be available on Hulu within the US and on Disney Plus internationally. Here their poster says that it's coming to Hulu. It premieres on the 10th of October at 8:30 AM Pacific time. And where I live in the UK, that's Monday 4:30 PM. And of course in Japan it's 12 AM. There's a lot of people understandably reacting to Viz Media finally posting this news. Someone says, "Y'all took your sweet time." Viz Media reply almost as if we had to coordinate with multiple international companies or something. Now I do have a bit of an issue with this response. They could have told us the countries that were confirmed for a simulcast and what countries are yet awaiting approval, with a to be confirmed listing next to them. I just believe that it would have been better if Viz Media were transparent with us from the very beginning. It does make me think that there was poor planning, especially if they are trying to coordinate all of these things 1 week before the release of the anime. They had plenty of time to do so. The anime was announced back in March of 2020. It was greenlit 5 years ago. Viz Media more than anyone knew when Bleach was going to drop, and they decided to leave all of these things so late, and they got stuck in this predicament where there was a lot of backlash. People were understandably upset by not knowing where Bleach was going to be streaming, whether if it was going to be simulcasted or not. We were approaching closer and closer to the release of the anime. 1 month out, we didn't know if it was going to be simulcast, and only a couple of weeks ago they confirmed that there will be a simulcast of the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc, and then began our struggle of trying to pry out the information from Viz as to where Bleach was going to be streamed on. And it wasn't until the 3rd of October that they had finally given in and revealed that the 1000 Year Blood War arc will be available on Hulu in the US and Disney Plus internationally. Again, people thanking Viz, someone else saying thank you, it wasn't so hard now was it, and Viz replied by saying you have no clue. Understandably they must have gone through their own difficulties, but again nothing justifies leaving the coordination of all of this so late. They could have prepared this well in advance and let all of the fans know so that we know what services to subscribe to and where Bleach will be airing. A couple of days ago it came as a surprise to everybody when Bleach was pulled off of Crunchyroll, a platform where the series has been on for the past 10 years. There was no prior warning from Crunchyroll. Viz didn't even let us know when they have the international rights for Bleach, and this is 1 week away from the release of the new Bleach anime, as a lot of people were understandably catching up on the 2004 anime through the 366 episodes, so they are ready for next week. But now that Bleach has been pulled off of Crunchyroll, the only way that fans can actually watch Bleach legally online is if they live in the US and have access to Hulu, where all 366 episodes are available on. Now in my video that I released before this, I did confirm that on October 26th, all 366 episodes of Bleach will be released onto Disney Plus internationally, alongside the 10th of October release of the 1000 Year Blood War arc. In addition to the tweet that Viz made, they had also made a blog post about it. Kubo's iconic anime returns after a decade-long hiatus. The wait is almost over, Bleach fans. On October 10, you'll be able to stream new episodes of Bleach 1000 Year Blood War on Hulu in the US and Disney Plus internationally. Now, availability may vary by your country. Now, this little bracketed comment is expanded upon within Crunchyroll's news post about the 1000 Year Blood War arc anime streaming on Hulu and Disney Plus. So they said that Viz Media revealed streaming plans for the 1000 Year Blood War arc anime as it continues the adaptation of Tite Kubo's manga in just 1 week. The series is set to premiere on Hulu in the US on October 10th at 8:30 AM Pacific time, with international streaming destined for Disney Plus. And they elaborate that Viz has the worldwide rights to the Bleach series, and this excludes Asia and Arabic-speaking Africa and the Middle East. They have confirmed that the episodes will be simulcasted in the US, and the English dub will feature returning cast members such as Johnny Young Bosch as Ichigo Kurosaki, Michelle Ruff as Rukia Kuchiki, and all of the other casts that you're familiar with from the original Bleach anime dub. Now, the Crunchyroll post does highlight that the simulcast has been confirmed for the US, while the international simulcast on Disney Plus is yet to be confirmed. I have no reason to doubt that we will receive all of the episodes per week as they are releasing on Disney Plus also. It would be incredibly disappointing if the simulcast was only for fans in the US via Hulu. There is nothing stopping them from releasing the episodes per week week on Disney Plus for international fans too. I know that I for one would have to have a Hulu subscription with a VPN so that I could access the US version of Hulu from the UK. Again, Crunchyroll elaborates that the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc anime will be directed by the legend himself, Tomohisa Taguchi, at Studio Pierrot, with Taguchi also writing the series composition. We know that Taguchi is working alongside Kubo to actually storyboard and compose the scenes within the anime. Masashi Kudo is also returning to design the characters, and Shiro Sagasu is returning to do the music. Again, a lot of this information we already know about. Some comments under the Crunchyroll post expressed their disappointment with Bleach being on a platform that has a low anime watching subscriber base. This is incredibly true because Disney Plus has little to no anime. We'd spoken about Disney acquiring the rights of Black Rock Shooter and other series, but instead of simulcasting those anime, they had waited for all of the episodes to drop within Japan before releasing them as one bingeable batch onto their platform. Now this was why people were concerned by Bleach being on Disney Plus. Were they going to allow all of the episodes just to air in Japan and drop them into one big batch on Disney Plus instead of simulcasting it? But now, thanks to Viz, we actually do have confirmation that it will be simulcasted. Before Viz or anyone had even alluded to Disney Plus acquiring the rights of Bleach, JaymesHanson actually broke the news first, and it was thanks to him that people were engaged in this discussion about where Bleach would be releasing. I'm sure that if it wasn't for JaymesHanson and for the fans pushing Viz, then they wouldn't have made that announcement yesterday. James had actually dropped that Disney Plus would be acquiring the rights to Bleach months ago. A lot of people had disagreed with him and claimed him to be a liar, but I hope that this news dropping has proved James's validity. He is definitely a credible source of information who has gotten so many things right about Bleach and other series that it's laughable to even doubt his credibility at this point. In late 2018 and 2019, he was talking about Bleach being greenlit behind the scenes, and that there were going to be multiple marketing campaigns before the anime is even announced. And this had turned out to be the case through the Bleach Jet art book that was released, the I'm Still Bleach marketing campaigns, as well as the Bleach art exhibitions, Kubo's official fan club, Club Outside, and all of this had culminated into the announcement of the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc anime, which was announced in March of 2020 and of course is going to release on the 10th of October, next week literally. But as always, JaymesHanson has once again provided an exclusive preview of Bleach episode 1. This is the first minute of the first episode that is going to air on the 10th of October. Now this 1 minute preview was aired on Japanese TV where a few people had reacted to it in anticipation of the anime release. So I'm going to play this preview and react to it with all of you. So the first episode is going to begin with Yuhabak's famous Emperor song speaking about the sealed King of the Quincy who after 900 years will regain his pulse. After 90 years he shall recover his intellect. After 9 years he shall recover his power, and over 9 days he will rule the world. There you go. The Quincy cross, Yuhabak's hand reaching out for it. I find it incredible that the first episode of the 1000 Year Blood War arc begins with a full screen shot of Yuhabak's mighty mustache. Okay, so that's the Research and Development Institute of the Soul Society being alerted to a large number of hollows being eliminated within Hueco Mundo. They're talking about the Sutra scale going off the charts. Okay, so that's Mayuri, I'm guessing Akon. They're traveling down an elevator down to the Research and Development Institute. You can see this dark atmospheric shot with the red lighting alerting the Soul Society to danger. It's a great way to set the atmosphere and the tone of the 1000 Year Blood War arc. There you go. The color finally hits, entering into the Research and Development Institute with the 12th Division obviously typing away. And you have to commend how the reflections of the red screens are reflecting onto the clothing. Excellent voice acting. Mayuri walking across this bridge. You've got this incredible blue lighting across either sides of the bridge, the red all in the background. Something is definitely going wrong. Again, everybody's in a bit of a panic. God, it looks absolutely amazing. Okay, you see the numbers of hollows disappearing. Okay, so obviously the episode preview ends with Mayuri stating that there is only one group who is responsible for the elimination of this vast quantity of hollows, as it obviously is alluding to the return of the Quincy. If it wasn't obvious enough from the Quincy cross that we see at the beginning of the episode when Yuhabak speaks of his Emperor song, and then we go straight into the events at the start of the 1000 Year Blood War arc with the Soul Society being alerted to a large number of hollows being eliminated. And again, it's just incredible. So obviously this shot of Mayuri we've seen a lot in the trailers. There was a lot of exclusive scenes that we haven't seen before, like a lot of this imagery of the Research and Development Institute. The lighting, you have to compliment it. This is again Taguchi doing what he does best with the incredible incredible atmospheric shots that are emphasized by the lighting that he has. All of this is taking place in obviously a dark environment, and the red lighting just complements it so well, and it makes you know that something is definitely wrong. So that's the first minute of the first episode of the 1000 Year Blood War arc. I hope that you're as hyped as I am to see the first episode when it drops just in a few days' time. Now, moving on from this, we had a couple of teaser trailers that were actually released that I haven't had a chance to cover on the channel. It was 2 official short trailers. The first is titled The World of the Living, and it's a 35-second short trailer, and it features a lot of the cast members, all of those who are based within Karakura Town. So it begins with Uryu arguing with Ichigo, and we get some new shots. Uryu sat on the ground, Chad wearing his hood, again, Orihime bread girl. You can see that all the lighting within the series isn't going to be as dull and muted as we've seen in most of the shots for the trailers. Despite the 1000 Year Blood War arc being a very dark story, at least the shots within the world of the living are going to be very bright and colourful, as you can see from the shots from this very short teaser trailer. Some of these we've seen within the previous trailers that were released, some of these shots. So we haven't seen some of this where Uryu is actually eliminating some of these hollows here. Shots like this where Ichigo and company are fighting against this group of hollows are all anime exclusive shots. From this very short teaser trailer, you can see that Uryu is going to have a bit more of an involved role within the 1000 Year Blood War arc, at least within the anime. Everybody seems to have a bit of a role here. Orihime has some things to say, Chad has some stuff to say, as they're all discussing going to help Nell, and Orihime was discussing how Uryu and Ichigo are actually starting to become good friends. Okay, so then we've got some shots of them in Hueco Mundo, shots of them fighting against that group of hollows, Orihime getting an amazing shout out here, even Chad getting some on-screen action. There you've got Uryu taking out some of the hollows, Ichigo who activates Bankai and does a Getsuga Tensho against the group of hollows too, Bleach 1000 Year Blood War. That was a very cool, short and snappy preview. This is the first of a group of 3 short preview trailers that are releasing on the weekends leading up to the release of the first episode. So the second preview trailer was released on the 30th of September, the weekend just gone, and this short trailer is focusing on the Sternritters. Thoroughly demolish the Soul Society. All of the Sternritters that we see here. I love how the second short preview teaser trailer is actually all blue and it's focusing on the Sternritters, while the first trailer was focusing on the world of the living and it's all orange, obviously symbolizing Ichigo's orange hair and his group of friends within Karakura Town. And again, it's how Taguchi tells his story through colors, and it really demonstrates how much of an importance that he places on color, especially when it comes to conveying story elements, and how the amazing blue lighting does such a fascinating job of complementing them, while the red and orange lighting has been seen throughout during the scenes featuring Ichigo or the Shinigami. Now this second short preview trailer, I love it because it features a lot of the voice actors from the Quincy side that we have yet to hear, to be honest. And that's Hashwalt's voice, amazing, really suits his character. They made a doggy like you a captain. My god, one of my favorite Bambietta lines within the manga, and I'm finally hearing it. Again, we're really getting to see all of the Quincy here. We've got Driscoll Bercy confronting Shuhei right there. Again, the massacre of the Shinigami as the invasion of the Quincy begins. Wow, Kira getting totally handled. Don't turn your back on the enemy in the midst of battle. Is that Yumichika? The depths of your heart has already been consumed by fear of me. Asnot? My god, he sounds sinister. Look at Byakuya's Zenbon petals being blocked by Asnot's blue vein that he has activated on his freaking eyeball. Man, the visual effects are stunning. Look at the attention to detail. Look at how the Quincy get their own little blue text, blue color. Again, this is contrasted against the orange from the first trailer. Even the music from the first trailer was very upbeat, high energy, really complementing the Karakura Town gang, while the second trailer, focusing on the Quincy and the Sternritters, has a very imperial, militaristic soundtrack. I can't wait for the third preview trailer, which I will be covering over the weekend, so definitely stick around to the channel so that you don't miss my reaction to that. And moving on from this, you've got another event that's taking place over the weekend, which will be the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc panel at New York Comic Con. Now this is taking place on Saturday 8th of October at 2:15 PM, and we're obviously going to have more reveals about the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc. Hopefully they'll have even more confirmation about where Bleach is going to be streamed and what countries the series will have a simulcast. The Bleach panel will feature special guests, as well as surprise guest, a cosplay contest like before, and hopefully they'll reveal more information to us about the dub of the 1000 Year Blood War arc. Up until now, we haven't heard much whether if this is going to be a simul dub or if they're going to wait for the first core of the anime to drop before they actually start releasing the dubbed episodes. Is Bleach going to be on Toonami's Adult Swim? All of this we have yet to confirm, and I'm sure that New York Comic Con over the weekend will reveal some more information relating to all of this. Now on the Japanese side of things, the Bleach promotion has been running strong as we've had this brand new poster released within the pages of Shonen Jump, as it's a Bleach memorial poster commemorating the release of the 1000 Year Blood War arc anime. You've got Ichigo in this brand new 1000 Year Blood War arc design, and behind him different still shots from the various 366 episodes of Bleach. You've got different iconic moments. You've got a still image from the very first episode. You've got a still image from the final episode of the anime. Again, full bring material here, Fate Karakura Town arc material here, Soul Society arc stuff here. So again, it's a really nice memorial poster that was released on the 44th issue of Weekly Shonen Jump 2022. Continuing with this, the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc anime has been revealed to have a promotion with Coca-Cola. They're collaborating to release this all-new Soul Blast Coca-Cola drink. Yeah, there you have it, Coca-Cola Creations Bleach 1000 Year Blood War. And there's various merchandise releasing alongside this. You've got Coca-Cola Zero Sugar Soul Blast limited edition drink. You've got t-shirts accompanying this promotion with special vending machines that are going to be located all throughout Japan selling this limited edition drink. In addition to this, they are actually re-releasing all of the volumes of the Bleach manga within Japan with these special new cover designs. And this is all in commemoration of the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc anime. You can see the reprints of the manga volumes with these special commemorative stands within the bookstores in Japan. And it's just a overall great time to be a Bleach fan, with promotion on all sides within the US and a more focused and concentrated promotion within Japan. I covered it in my previous video. They've got these huge billboards within Shibuya, one of the busiest districts within Tokyo. You have this huge poster of Ichigo just on one of the tallest towers in Shibuya promoting the anime is dropping on the 10th of October. It's going to be on air at 12 AM. Yeah, this is pretty much all of the information that I have relating to the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc that we know of as of yet. Now expect another update video from me over the weekend where we'll go over any news that Viz drops during their New York Comic Con panel about the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc, as well as breaking down and analysing the final third preview teaser trailer of the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War. Hopefully the final preview will be focused around the Shinigami, so definitely expect a very impactful short trailer to drop this weekend alongside any news from Viz's Bleach New York Comic Con panel. What did you think about all of the things that I've discussed in this video? Are you relieved that Viz have finally revealed where Bleach will be streaming on and where it will be simulcasted? What are your thoughts about the first minute of the first episode that we have just looked at, as well as your opinions on the short preview teaser trailers and the promotion surrounding the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc anime? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. Definitely continue the discussion. I love reading all of your thoughts. And lastly, thank you for making it to the end of this video, and I can't wait to see you in my next Bleach update video.